Why do some people work their whole life and still struggle with money, while others become rich without working harder? Most people believe that working harder is the key to becoming rich. They wake up early, go to work, put in long hours. They try to get promotions and hope that one day all their effort will lead to financial freedom. But despite working harder every year, many people still feel stuck. They earn more money, but their expenses also increase. They get a raise, but their lifestyle becomes more expensive. And slowly, they get trapped in a cycle of earning, spending, and repeating. This is what Robert Kiyosaki calls the rat race. And according to his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the real problem is not how hard people work. The real problem is how they think about money. The two dads. The book is based on two different perspectives. One is his real father, the poor dad. Highly educated, stable job, believed in working hard and saving money. The other is his friend's father, the rich dad. Not highly educated, but financially smart, believed in building assets and making money work for him. Both were intelligent, both worked hard, but their advice about money was completely different. And this difference shaped two completely different financial outcomes. Lesson 1. The rat race. Let's understand the rat race. Imagine a person who gets their first job. They start earning money. They feel excited, so they upgrade their lifestyle. Better phone, better clothes, maybe a car. Then their expenses increase. Now they need more money, so they work harder. They get a promotion, salary increases, but again, lifestyle increases. Bigger house, more expenses, more pressure. Now they cannot stop working. They are trapped. This is the rat race. More income, more expenses, more dependency. Let's look at a real-life example. Imagine someone earning $4,000 per month. They spend $3,500. They save only $500. Now they get a raise to $6,000. But instead of saving more, they upgrade everything. Now they spend $5,500, saving still $500. Even though income increased, their financial situation didn't improve. They are still stuck. This is how most people live their entire life. Not because they are lazy, but because they never learn how money really works. Lesson 2. Rich don't work for money. This is the most powerful lesson. Poor and middle-class people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. Let's break this down. When you work for money, your income depends on your time. If you stop working, income stops. But when money works for you, income continues even when you are not working. This is called passive income. Let's take an example. Person A works a job, earns $100 per day. If they don't work, they earn nothing. Person B invests money into stocks or builds a business. Even when they sleep, money continues to grow. That is the difference. Now let's make it more real. Imagine two friends, John and Alex. Both earn the same salary. John spends most of his income on lifestyle. Alex invests part of his income. After a few years, John still depends on his job. Alex has investments generating income. John works for money. Alex's money works for him. That is the shift. Lesson 3. Assets versus liabilities. This is the most important concept in the entire book. Rich people focus on buying assets. Poor people buy liabilities, thinking they are assets. Let's simplify this. Asset equals puts money into your pocket. Liability equals takes money out of your pocket. Now let's look at examples. Liabilities. Most people think these are assets. Car loses value plus maintenance cost. Expensive house, EMI plus bills. Luxury items, latest gadgets. These take money every month. Check in. Assets. Rental property, stocks, business income, dividend income, digital products. These generate money. Real-life example. Imagine Rahul buys a car worth $30,000. He pays EMI every month. fuel, insurance, maintenance. Total cost keeps increasing. Now, imagine Amit invests $30,000 in stocks. That money grows over time. Maybe generates dividends. After 10 years, Rahul's car equals almost zero value. Amit's investment equals maybe $60,000. That is the difference between liability and asset. Lesson 4. Mindset difference. The biggest difference between rich and poor is not income, it is mindset. Let's compare. Poor mindset. I can't afford it. Money is risky. I need job security. I will start later. Rich mindset. How can I afford it? How can I make this work? How can I create income? Let me learn this skill. Example. A poor mindset sees a business idea and says, it's risky. What if I fail? A rich mindset says, what is the risk? How can I reduce it? Same situation, different thinking, different result. Most people follow this pattern: income, expenses, savings. Rich people follow this: income, savings, expenses. This small change creates a huge difference. Example: person A earns $5,000, spends $4,500, saves $500. Person B earns $5,000, saves $1,000 first, spends $4,000. After 10 years, person B builds wealth, person A struggles. Two emotions control financial decisions: fear, greed. Fear. People fear losing money, so they avoid investing. They stay safe. But staying safe often means staying poor. Greed. People want quick money. They chase shortcuts. They invest without knowledge and often lose money. Example: during a market crash, fear says, sell everything. Smart investor says, opportunity. During a market boom, greed says, invest everything. Smart investor says, be careful. To escape the rat race, learn financial education, build assets, control expenses, invest consistently, think long-term. The biggest lesson from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is simple. You don't become rich by working harder. You become rich by thinking differently. Focus on assets, build income sources, control your mindset. Because financial freedom is not about income, it is about how you use your money. If you learned something valuable today, start applying it in your life, one small step at a time. Subscribe to Small Steps Daily for more simple lessons on money, mindset, and success. And watch the next video to continue your journey toward financial freedom.